You're watching the Weiss channel. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, I am recording. Yes, I am actually recording. Okay. Today I'm going to do modeling with functions. All right. So for example, here you go. If you have f of x equals 5x minus 3, find f of negative 3. F of x is the same as saying y. Y equals 5x minus 3. But all we're saying is x equals 3. Negative 3, sorry. X equals negative 3. So here you see this number here. This number here instead of x. Okay. So we put, that means we put negative 3 in for x. Okay. You're not going to hide in here. No. Sorry. No. Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to put negative 3 in for x. So 5 times negative 3 minus 3, which gives you negative 15 minus 3. And negative 15 minus 3 is negative 18. There you go. Okay. Next one. G of x equals negative x minus 2. Find g of 3. In other words, instead of x, we put in 3 minus 2. So what's negative 3 minus 2? Negative 3 minus 2 is negative 5. Easy. Okay. Next. Now be careful here. All right. This one. Watch what happens here. It's negative x plus 2. So negative x. Instead of x, I'm putting in negative 5, right? Because x is negative 5. Right? Goes into x. So do you see that we have negative 5 plus 2, or opposite negative 5? Opposite of negative 5 is positive 5 plus 2. 5 plus 2 is, of course, 7. There you go. Now, I need you to watch the difference between this problem and the next one. All right. Watch what's going to happen here. Okay. Here, look what this says here. Notice that this problem says solve for x when f of x equals 1. Look here. This does not say f of 1. This says f of x equals 1. Hopefully you would agree that f of x equals f of x. So in this case, I'm going to say 3x minus 2 equals 1. Okay. What do I do? Add 2 to both sides. 3x equals 3. Divide by 3. And x equals 1. This is just a coincidence that x equals 1 and f of x equals 1. That will rarely happen, but it happens sometimes. Okay. All right. Take a look at this one. Same thing. Here, g of x equals g of x. So negative 2x plus 1 equals 5. We're going to minus 1 from both sides. Negative 2x equals 4. Divide negative 2. X equals negative 2. Okay. There you go. All right. One more like this. Once again, we have 5x plus 4. Excuse me. Can we not use foul language in here? See, that's the problem. You don't even realize. If you'd like, I'll play back the recording so you can hear what you said. No, I'm not going to repeat it on my recording. Sorry. So we're going to minus 4 from both sides. Okay, -6, -4 makes -10. So 5x equals -10 divided by 5. And you get x equals -2. Okay. All right, now take a look here. What, according to the graph, what is f of 3? Now we're back once again saying x equals 3. If x equals 3, and we're looking right here where x equals 3. When x equals 3, what's f of x? F of x is the same as y. Y is the same as f of x. Okay, so if x is 3, what's the point? Right here. There it is. Y, or f of x, equals 2. The answer here is 2. Yeah, sorry, f of 3 is 2. Let me write it that way. F of 3 equals 2.
365 or 750.
Okay.
How many birthdays are there in a year? 365 or 7 billion?
Next, f of 2 means instead of x, we're looking for 2 specifically. When x is 2, what's f of x? All right. F of 2 is where y, or f of x, is 0, right? Because this here is 0 on the x and the y. Okay. There you go. What's f of 0 in this one? Okay. Once again, 0 on the x-axis, which is right on the line, right? So what's y when x is 0? Right there. F of 0 equals 5. Okay. Don't get confused with this here. This is f of -2. Okay, f of -2, right, is 0. All right. What is f of -2? All right. So now we're looking for where x is -2, y is 3. So f of -2 equals 3. Hold on. Okay. Now let's talk once again about function. Let's recall. Is this a function? Yes or no? The answer here is no, because this one goes to 2 places. All right. The x cannot repeat. It's okay if y repeats. This would be okay. This is okay. Y, the y equals 2, that repeats twice. That's okay. But the x cannot repeat twice or more than once. All right. So this is not a function. Is this a function? Yes. This is a function because all x values only occur one time. One time, one time, one time. Over here, -1 occurs twice, but that's okay. The y values can repeat as many times as they want. That's okay. It's still a function. It's just as long as the x values don't repeat, then it's a function. Is this a function? This is not a function. This is not a function because this vertical line test shows one example here where the x repeats twice, right? This is 2, -2, and this is 2, -6. So x equals, I'm sorry, 4, -2 and 4, -6. The 4 repeats twice. No good. This is not a function. No. Is this a function? Yes. All right. Any vertical line straight up and down will only go through this function one time. So this is a function. The answer is yes. Okay. All right. You've been watching the Weiss channel.